Hi, I'm attorney Ben Schwartz.
I'm attorney Rob Collins.
Today we're going to talk about some dog bite lawsuit issues. Basically, our law firm does more dog bite personal injury cases than I think any other law firm in the state of Delaware. And I brought in Rob Collins, who handles most of the dog bite litigation in the law firm. And so what I want to do is I want to ask you some questions today. In this video, I'd like to ask you a specific question, and that is a question that we get quite often, whether it be from other attorneys or from members of the general public, potential clients, etc. But that is, there's a saying that every dog gets its first bite free. Mm-hmm. And is that the law in Delaware, or is that an urban myth?
Well, the one free bite rule is based on common law. Common law said that the owner for a dog is only responsible for injuries caused by that dog once the owner is aware that the dog has dangerous propensities. In effect, that basically meant that if you had no reason to believe your dog was dangerous and it bit someone, you're not on the hook for the injuries and damages caused. But after the first bite, now the owner is on notice that the dog has dangerous propensities. So the second bite and third bite and fourth bite, the owner's on the hook for all of the...
So this was the old law in Delaware, right?
Yeah, this was common law. This was based on probably going all the way back to England. That it's just been that way based on court decisions over hundreds of years.
So just to give an example, like under the old law, the way it used to be, if I went to the SPCA, I got a nice dog, brought him home, and you came over to the house and the dog bit you, would you have a case against me?
No, probably not, unless you had some reason to know that the dog was dangerous. If it had tried to bite somebody and you were able to somehow stop it, well, now you're on notice. So the one free bite rule is kind of a loose statement of the actual rule, but it gets the point across.
Okay, what's the law now in Delaware?
Well, the Delaware legislature passed statutes that totally changed what needs to be proven to make a claim for a dog bite. In Delaware, it's essentially strict liability, meaning that it doesn't matter what the owner knew, didn't know. In fact, it doesn't even matter if the dog bites somebody or if it's so happy that it knocks somebody down and they break their arm. The dog's aggressiveness doesn't come into play at all. The owner is on the hook for any injuries caused by a dog. In fact, we actually had a case a few years ago where a dog ran out in front of a motorcycle.
Right.
And the motorcyclist swerved to avoid the dog, and because the injury was caused by the dog, it was strict liability. There are a few small exceptions, but they make sense. If you're teasing, tormenting, or abusing the dog and it bites you, the owner's not going to be on the hook for that. If you're trespassing, attempting to commit a crime against a person or property, the owner's not going to be on the hook if the dog bites somebody. But other than that, if the dog causes injury, the owner's going to be on the hook for the medical bills, lost wages, pain and suffering, scarring, all the normal personal injury aspects of damages.
Okay, so the way it is now in Delaware, if I go to the SPCA, I buy a dog, bring the dog home, you come over to see my new dog, and the dog sinks its teeth into you, mm-hmm. You have a case against me?
Yeah.
And what if we decide that the practice of law isn't making us enough money, we decide to go out and rob people's houses at night, we put on ski masks, we break into somebody's house,
well, no.
And the dog bites us, can we sue the owner of the dog under the strict liability law?
Well, you can sue, but you'd lose because that's going to be one of those exceptions of attempting to commit a criminal trespass or a criminal act against person or property.
Gotcha. Okay. Well, thanks for watching. Rob, thanks for answering the questions today. I'm attorney Ben Schwartz. I'm here with attorney Rob Collins. If you have questions for us about dog bite personal injury cases or the personal injury laws of Delaware, Maryland, Pennsylvania, New Jersey, Mid-Atlantic states in general, send us an email. My email address is ben.schwartz@schwartzandschwartz.com.